Hello there, everybody. The YouTube prankster who lost absolutely everything. I wonder who it is.
From millionaire prankster
If I saved every penny I had, I think I would have close to $1 million.
to part-time Taco Bell employee.
I got a job. I work at Taco Bell. I've been there since February.
This is the story of how Andrew Hales lost everything while maintaining a mature attitude about his own poor choices.
Let's see how I became broke.
Virginity rocks.
His channel, going by the name of Lorf, blew up unbelievably quickly during the early days of YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Within 2 weeks of posting his first 2 videos, they'd gained more than 60,000 views
Almost
each,
picking
and
up
it's
chicks.
really no wonder why. The ideas were unique, funny, and enticing, which when combined with Andrew's mellow yet relatable personality, made for incredibly entertaining content. On top of this, Andrew was able to develop his own style, where every interaction was confident yet simultaneously awkward, with these reactions being so entertaining that Andrew ended up on the news after posting only 9 videos.
Really?
What would you do if a total stranger came up to you in public and tried to hold your hand? Well, a group of guys found out and posted the results on YouTube, and now it's gone viral.
The video in question was simply titled "Holding People's Hand," and it would gain over 5 million views in only 3 weeks, which when combined with 2 other viral videos titled Awkward Elevator and Actually Picking Up a Girl, Lorf was able to achieve over 500,000 subscribers only 12 months after posting his first video. In the process, Andrew maintained a strict upload schedule, posting a prank every single Monday for over 50 weeks straight, while showing strong accountability in each video description, such as "This is the first week after 50 weeks in a row that I didn't upload on Monday. I hope you'll forgive me." Andrew's consistency and desire to improve the content led to 2 new innovative videos titled "Tipping Servers $200" as well as "Paying for People's Groceries." While this type of content has since been popularized by Mr. Beast, it was basically unheard of in 2013, helping Lorf to pass 1 million subscribers only 6 months after hitting 500,000. However, while it seemed as though everything was going perfectly, Andrew began to experience a few major problems. With the prank genre now being significantly more popular on YouTube, Lorf had to compete with other channels who were able to achieve better reactions by faking their videos. Andrew would diss these fake channels in a video titled "Easy Way to Go Viral" before posting a series of his own ironic, obviously fake videos, showing just how easy it was to achieve an inauthentic reaction. Andrew went on to state that despite his success, this was a pretty depressing period in his life.
So I called my mom and she didn't pick up, with my dad and he didn't pick up, and I hadn't seen like any of my friends in a month or so, and I just felt like no one cared about me.
Yet these kinds of videos would only add to his charm as a relatable guy who was willing to talk about his darkest moments. This gave him a positive social media image as someone who was unconcerned about always looking perfect, which would continue into videos such as this one, simply titled "Crying," where Andrew would talk about some of his deepest insecurities before receiving comments such as, "Dang Andrew, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being so real. It allows others to be in their feelings and be okay with how they are. It does that for me. Thanks man, I love you so much." What's crazy is that every person that watches this video can relate in some way. Much respect to you, sir. Andrew, you are a goddamn legend for posting this vulnerable of a video. I love you man, ride the wave. But while Andrew's reputation was at an all-time high, his motivation to produce content was at an all-time low, leading to the announcement that he was done with the pranking genre altogether.
For now, I really need to just take a break from social experiments and pranks, and I can't do them anymore. They're all the same to me and it's just really boring. It's making me depressed, and I don't know, I just need to try new stuff.
This new stuff that Andrew planned on trying was also explained in the video.
Interview stuff. We have like a little set up in my apartment now. We're gonna try this Jimmy Fallon Between Two Ferns type thing with YouTubers, models, or whatever.
With the teased interviews eventually becoming a series by the name of Chatting With. He began by talking to other YouTubers such as That Was Epic and Cody Ko. However, the real success began when he'd interview increasingly unique humans, such as chatting with a 400+ day Fapstronaut, chatting with a flat earther, and chatting with a 23-year-old stock trading millionaire, each of which helping Andrew to earn $250,000 in 2018. Andrew would back this up by earning a further $200,000 in 2019, and by all accounts it seemed as though there was nothing that could derail his success. He'd announced that the Chatting With series would continue into 2020.
Got like 4 interviews already planned out, ready to rock and roll for 2020.
Although there was no
That's almost like a podcast before a podcast. Damn near.
way that Andrew could have predicted what was just around the corner.
I was doing these chatting with. COVID canceled like the first like 5 I had going into 2020, and so I had to like start vlogging and experimenting.
As mentioned, the pandemic put a stop to the chatting with series, forcing Andrew to experiment with various unrelated videos. He posted dancing, skating, and reactions, yet none of these blew up to the same degree as his content had in the past. When Andrew returned to the chatting with series after isolation, each episode averaged only 50,000 views each, leading him to admit that the channel wasn't doing so well.
My channel's been dying. I've been pretty lost this year. It's been a very humbling year, definitely.
Which had been the partial result of a few poor habits.
March, April, in quarantine, watching movies, smoking weed, drinking. It was awesome, but also depressing.
However, in all actuality, Andrew's worst habit might have been overspending.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You're fans of the grind, of needing, flat.
That's so.
Because you know saving time is never as important.
I want to cook his hand though, honestly. Because then I'll burn my hand while cooking. Also, how do people cook in oil not pop up to their eyes? Because that happened to me.
He uploaded a video titled Credit Card Debt, in which he'd explained that he owed approximately $50,000 to the bank.
Damn. These credit card companies are banks or whatever, yeah. They really sneak up on you. And then whoops, $200 a month of interest accruing every month.
By this point, Andrew's channel was only gaining 1 million views per month, with no foreseeable increase in the quality of the content, as he had to sell most of his YouTube gear just to service the loans.
I had a 70D and a Canon 5D and 2 SM7Bs, and yeah, I just sold it all, and that paid off one credit card.
In the process, Andrew moved out of LA to a more affordable area.
We found this Airbnb 2 months ago for $400 a month, and yeah, we're just pinching pennies and just trying to rapidly get out of debt.
Where he'd film a video titled How I Became Broke, summarizing the situation that he'd found himself in.
Didn't manage my money wisely. I traveled a lot. I went to Russia, Japan. Another big thing is taxes. I always like forget to save money for the taxes, and then it's like boom, you owe 40 grand. It's like, oh, all the while paying $3,600 a month for this rent. That was a big mistake there. That was just a dumb flex. Weird flex. I didn't know what I was doing.
On top of managing his money poorly, Andrew would add that he'd become complacent.
I partied too much and I got lazy and less focused and didn't upload as much. So I had like 10 grand coming in a month every month for hardly doing anything, and YouTube kind of just spoiled me, and I don't know, I guess I thought it would last forever. But it started to go down and down and down.
And while it was depressing that he'd spent every dollar he ever made from YouTube, this video would also become a turning point. As was seen in the early days of his channel, Andrew's audience simply appreciated the honesty, with the entire comment section offering words of encouragement. Andrew's ability to just keep it real and say vulnerable things out loud transparently is incredibly endearing. Inspiration to be more open. Andrew, you're a legend, man. Your openness and candor has positively impacted more people than you realize. Takes a real man to admit and truly reflect on the real mistakes one made. And in order to move forward and do better, you have to do just that. These comments, in combination with the video's strong performance, led Andrew in a brand new direction, where he'd basically document what it was like to be someone rebuilding from zero, which turned out to be an incredibly entertaining genre. On the 1st of October 2021, Andrew uploaded a video titled I Got a Job, in which he'd explained that he'd returned to old school employment.
So I got a job. It's with this company called Amazon. It'll be like my first job in about 10 years. And I'm actually kind of excited.
However, while Andrew seemed excited about his new position at Amazon, it didn't take long before he was already talking about quitting.
Like night 3, it started to become less fun. Yeah, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last.
It took only a month before Andrew confirmed his resignation.
Yeah, Amazon's hard. I couldn't do it.
After which he tried DoorDash and Instacart, yet the pay was somewhat disappointing.
All in all, it took about almost 3 hours. I made about $22.
Andrew knew what he needed to do. He had to return to content with a new successful series.
Still need to figure out some kind of thing where I wasn't just shooting in the dark. I don't know, I had some kind of set thing. I'm still figuring that out.
Taking inspiration from his chatting with videos, Andrew launched a series titled People On, in which he went out on the street to talk about a range of interesting topics, one of which being people on credit cards, in which it's obvious that Andrew has learned his lesson.
Do you feel like credit cards are a good or a bad idea?
I think they're a bad idea because nobody's taught how to use them.
That's kind of true. I know that you need it for. It's dumb that you need a credit card to prove that you have good credit. So you got to use your credit card for a little bit and then pay it like 2 days or something before it's due or something like that, and then you're good. I don't really know how to pay it off or how to do that, but that's basically like something you're supposed to do to prove that you have good credit. And if you don't ever, like my dad has never used a credit card, but he always pays on time. So bros, he has no credit, which is dumb. Which, how does that make sense? How would you have no credit when you've been living in apartments or buying these other stuff and paying on time? I never got that, but hey.
The series is yet to rival his previous work in terms of view count, yet the idea has a lot of potential, with some of his fairly basic episodes having achieved almost 200,000 views. With a bit more effort, the series could easily do over 500,000 views per episode. However, until then, Andrew seems pretty content with his new position at Taco Bell.
I got a job. I work at Taco Bell. I work the drive-thru. Wicked easy. Love my boss and my coworkers. It's all very chill. I work Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. It's just a side hustle. I'm still doing YouTube.
Andrew even stated that this wasn't the first time that this kind of thing has happened.
I've done this like 2 or 3 times, and then I just eventually get out of it and get rich again.
So surely he'll be able to rebuild in the future.
That's nice. Hopefully, after he rebuilds this time, he doesn't squander it all away. Let's see all these one YouTube pranks were scripted or was actually funny and didn't hurt anyone. It's gotten so bad, pranksters get shot now. That's true. Bro, I was just on Reddit, I think. Was it Reddit? I think it was either Reddit or TikTok, where bro brought a fake gasoline barrel with water and dumped it on people's car and tried to light it. But it was water, right? So he lighted it and they didn't do nothing. And then bro tried it on this old dude and he brought out his thing, bro. He brought out his clip. Almost shot, bro. He's like, you lucky that wasn't real gasoline, or you would have died. And the prankster says, shut up, pussy. I'm like, bro, niggas in the comments were like, is you serious, bro? Yeah, it was ready. It was ready. They were like, is you serious? Bro walked away with his life and he's telling me, shut up, pussy. Hey, I mean, whatever. But like, subscribe, see you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night, and bye.